Vegeta's first encounter with Fat Majinbuu. The battlefield was silent except for the faint echoes of destruction surrounding them. Vegeta, the proud Saiyan prince, stood alone, his armor scorched and battered from previous clashes. His blue aura flickered as he cautiously scanned the horizon for any signs of his mysterious opponent. Fat Majinbuu. The fat and deceptively innocent-looking Buu stood calmly amid the rubble, his pink skin glistening under the dying sunlight. Vegeta clenched his fists, feeling the old fire of battle ignite within him. This was no ordinary enemy. He could sense the incredible power lurking beneath that rotund exterior. Vegeta's mind raced with memories of past battles, each one harder than the last, but none quite like this. The strange energy emitted by Fat Majinbuu was unlike anything he had ever encountered before. The Saiyan prince tightened his grip on the energy around him and shouted, "Show yourself, Buu! Let's see what you're really made of." Suddenly, Fat Majinbuu's eyes gleamed with a sinister glow. Without warning, he charged forward, his enormous body moving faster than expected. Vegeta barely had time to react, dodging a heavy punch that shook the ground where he had been standing moments before. The fight had begun, an intense duel of strength, strategy, and willpower. Vegeta knew that to defeat this enemy, he had to push beyond his limits and tap into the deepest reserves of his Saiyan heritage. Vegeta's first encounter with Fat Majinbuu. Vegeta quickly assessed the situation, his battle instincts kicking into high gear. Fat Majinbuu, despite his seemingly slow and cumbersome form, was far more dangerous than he looked. Each movement was unpredictable, a combination of brute force and strange, almost childlike playfulness. Vegeta realized that underestimating Buu's odd fighting style could be fatal. The Saiyan prince launched forward with incredible speed, closing the gap between them in a flash. He threw a series of powerful punches aimed directly at Buu's torso, but the pink creature absorbed the blows with an eerie resilience. Vegeta's fists glanced off Buu's soft-looking skin, as if hitting a dense rubber wall. "What is this?" Vegeta muttered, momentarily stunned. His mind raced to understand the mechanics of this strange energy that made Buu so tough. Fat Majinbuu's laughter echoed ominously as he swayed, almost taunting Vegeta. Vegeta shifted tactics, relying on his sharp mind as much as his power. He focused his energy into a concentrated blast, aiming to break through Buu's defenses. The air crackled with intensity as the energy sphere grew larger, glowing with a bright blue light. Without hesitation, Vegeta hurled the blast at Buu, who absorbed it effortlessly, his body expanding slightly. Yet the power seemed to fuel the creature rather than weaken him. Vegeta's frustration grew, but so did his resolve. He knew that this fight would be a test of his patience and strategy as much as strength. This was no ordinary opponent, and Vegeta was far from ready to back down. Vegeta's first encounter with Fat Majinbuu. Vegeta emerged from the rubble, bruised but not broken. The blast had been powerful, but he had endured worse. His battle armor was cracked, his left shoulder singed, yet his spirit burned brighter than ever. He clenched his fists, the blue aura of his Super Saiyan form intensifying with raw fury. "I've faced gods, tyrants, and monsters," Vegeta growled, staring down Buu. "You're nothing but a freak of magic and gluttony." Buu tilted his head, childlike curiosity mixed with menace. "You talk a lot, spiky man," he giggled, bouncing in place. "Want to play again?" With a burst of speed, Vegeta charged forward, this time weaving through the air with spiraling energy trails. He struck Buu from multiple angles, top, sides, even underground, using his signature technique, the Final Burst Barrage. Blue energy blasts rained like meteors, lighting up the sky in every direction. For a moment, it seemed Buu was overwhelmed. Smoke covered the battlefield, and Vegeta hovered above, chest heaving. "That should have done it," he muttered. But as the smoke cleared, Buu stood in the middle of a crater, his pink body bubbling as it slowly regenerated from the burns and torn flesh. His smile remained intact, wider now. "Fun," Buu exclaimed, clapping like a child. "Again!" Vegeta's eyes widened. "Impossible," he whispered. This wasn't just a battle of power. It was now a war of attrition, and Vegeta was beginning to realize the horrifying truth. Buu couldn't just take punishment. He seemed to enjoy it. Vegeta's first encounter with Fat Majinbuu. Vegeta hovered midair, stunned at what he had just witnessed. His most aggressive barrage hadn't even fazed Buu. The monster hadn't just survived. He had laughed through it. For the first time in a long while, Vegeta felt a twinge of helplessness. "No. There must be a way," he muttered through clenched teeth. He reignited his aura, pushing his Super Saiyan energy to its limits. Every nerve in his body screamed as he forced himself into overdrive. Buu, still clapping, suddenly launched forward like a cannonball, his body twisting midair. With astonishing speed for his size, he smashed into Vegeta with his belly first, sending the Saiyan Prince flying through a rocky cliff face. The mountain crumbled from the impact. Buried in the rubble, Vegeta coughed blood. "He's faster than I thought, and unpredictable." Suddenly, Buu appeared above him, stretching his arms out like rubber and slamming them down. Vegeta barely dodged in time, leaping out of the crater and countering with a spinning kick to Buu's head. It connected. Buu's head twisted almost completely around, but snapped right back with no pain or effect. He giggled again. "That tickled!" Vegeta backflipped, landing hard, breathing heavily. This thing isn't alive in the normal sense. He's not flesh and blood. He's magic incarnate. Vegeta knew he couldn't outlast Buu in a drawn-out fight. He needed to change tactics, fast. Every punch, every blast, only entertained the creature more. He closed his eyes for a second and focused. There had to be something. A weakness, a flaw, something human he could exploit. But Buu wasn't human. He was chaos given form. As Buu floated in front of him, licking his lips and preparing another round of fun, Vegeta whispered under his breath, "I may have to go beyond Super Saiyan,